is RealTV, your #1 source for video. The incredible tape of a shark on the prowl who goes for the camera lens. Look out! That race truck is headed right for the cameraman. A police chase through the neighborhood. And residents do what the cops can't. Samurai skydive. It's a sword fight in midair. And what Seinfeld did before he hit it big.
I actually did sell fluorescent light bulbs over the phone.
Whatever you do, don't blink. RealTV is on the air.
Hi, I'm John Daly, and we begin with a RealTV first. It's amazing footage of the killer shark who hates having his picture taken. So he fights back, taking it out on the camera. Now watch this tape closely. I'm not sure you'll ever see anything like it again. Cameraman Ron Taylor is swimming with the fishes. The veteran lensman is shooting gray reef sharks off the coast of northern Australia. It's an area overpopulated with the predators, and Ron is looking for action. To up the ante, he baits the water with chum. The chum acts like a dinner bell. Sharks appear from hundreds of yards away and begin a feeding frenzy, devouring whole fish in a few short bites. We've seen underwater action at RealTV before, but never like this. One shark is moving so quickly it actually cracks the camera lens. Ron tells us what happens in his own words.
A frenzied shark smashes into the glass filter in front of my lens, forcing the heavy housing back against my face. I was momentarily dazed, not knowing where to point the camera. The shark was not trying to bite. It simply smashed into me with its snout.
The damage is minimal, but the shot is spectacular, and for Ron, a small expense for some great RealTV. Oof. Now, despite the attack, Ron and the camera are okay. He kept on shooting. Well, wait until you see what heads straight for the camera on this tape. It's big, it's fast, and it can't be stopped. Drag racing for trucks is becoming a pretty popular sport, especially in Europe and Australia. The drivers manhandle these massive machines as if they were sports cars. But because of the size of these giant trucks, when trouble strikes, it's big trouble. In Sydney, Australia, a 5.5-ton truck barrels around the track at full throttle. Watch out! Amazingly, cameraman Gary Hannaford holds his shot rock steady as the truck heads directly at him.
Well, I knew it was going to be close, but there was nowhere to go, so I just held the shot, and when the glass from the windscreen started hitting me, I ducked.
Only this concrete block saves Gary from death or serious injury. And unfazed, he goes right back to shooting the next race.
Well, it's not the first time, and being a cameraman probably won't be the last. It's all in a day's work, really.
Now, the driver suffered minor bruises. His truck, though, was totaled. Well, next, the story of the innocent bystanders who get involved to stop a long police chase. Now, I got to tell you, we have tape of hundreds of pursuits here at RealTV, but this is the first where people leave their homes to end a chase. Our Michael Brownlee has the tape with the thrilling end as the suspect is caught and cuffed.
The chase is on. The suspect hits speeds of up to 100 miles an hour as he zigzags through Southern California. California Highway Patrol officers go after the driver of an Acura after he flashes a gun at another motorist.
5th westbound, 5th approaching.
Cameras on the ground and in the sky cover his every move. But this is no ordinary chase. Watch how many citizens get a piece of the action. They're hooked after watching the chase on TV and hearing it on the radio. One woman puts herself in danger by rushing directly into the suspect's path. Others yell from the safety of the sidewalk. At one point, the suspect even stops briefly to chat with another driver. All this as officers continue to patiently follow the suspect. But after more than 90 minutes, authorities get tough. They try to stop the driver by ramming his car. They do their job, but the suspect uses the sidewalk to escape. The The driver is going against traffic. Officers must stop him now before he hits someone head-on. They ram him again. And finally stop the car. The driver makes a run for it. Incredibly, so does a concerned citizen who's coming from the opposite direction. He jumps out of his truck and starts chasing the suspect on foot. He's got him. The driver is down. Gerald Taggett is the man who put an end to the chase. He had seen the helicopters and correctly guessed the suspect's escape route. But he had no idea the cops would ram the suspect's car right in front of him. Suddenly, Gerald made a snap decision.
Jumped out. I was thinking I'm going to catch him.
Gerald saw the suspect didn't have a gun. He chased the driver to the side of a house right into a big obstacle, a wooden gate.
And he ran right through the gate and just blew through it. And I shoved him right into it, that aluminum awning. Didn't quite go down, and I, just threw my arms around him, tackled him again, and said, "Oh, you're not going to get up. This is it."
The cops finished the job by arresting the suspect. Gerald was only one step ahead of authorities, but still doesn't believe it's him when he sees the video.
When I see it on TV, it doesn't seem real to me.
A 2-hour chase comes to an end after a ramming by police and some terrific running by an ordinary Joe.
Now, the cops are extremely thankful to Gerald, but they urge you to leave this to the pros. Meanwhile, the suspect faces charges of assault with a deadly weapon, brandishing a weapon, and evading arrest. Well, next, 2 dangerous hobbies rolled into one. And we've got it on tape. It's a good thing, too, because otherwise, you might never believe it.
Dale Kirby may not be a jack of all trades, but he's definitely the master of 2. Dale is both a karate champion and a skydiving jumpmaster, and luckily for us, he's combined both arts for this unique RealTV video. Here we watch as Dale flies through the sky with a razor-sharp samurai sword, a dangerous stunt we're sure you've never seen before. And now Dale and his camera flyer, Sam Williams, prepare to give us a once-in-a-lifetime look at martial arts skydiving as they stage a fight scene in the air. First, they have to rehearse this aerial ballet. And then it's time for the real thing. Dale's performance at over 10,000 feet in the air while hurtling downward at 100 miles an hour is breathtaking. And a special RealTV salute to Williams, who's performing equally difficult stunts behind the camera.
Now, Dale knows what he's doing. He was a paratrooper in Vietnam. Now, if you have a special hobby, we'd love to see the home video. You can call us on our toll-free number. It's 1-888-REAL-TV1. Now, here's what's coming up next.
Up next, the fire hose has sprung a leak, and it's about to blow. Plus, what a pitiful sight, a lost, abandoned baby seal. But this little guy is about to get a lot of attention. Later, the driver gets thrown and then hit by his own boat. And don't watch this tape with a full stomach. When they ask you where you saw all this amazing tape, tell them you saw it on RealTV.
Tony Cornegay. I'm Assistant Chief Alan Wright with the New Haven Fire Department.
And we all watch RealTV.
Well, thank you very much. Welcome back. As if firefighters don't have enough to battle, take a look at what happens on this tape. It's a 1 in a million shot caught on tape at the scene of a fire.
Firefighters in Troy, New York wrap up after battling a 2-alarm house fire. Water hoses are spread out all over the place as usual, but what's about to happen is definitely out of the ordinary. That's why you're seeing it on RealTV. The hose under the car has sprung a leak, and no one seems to pay much attention. That is, until this.
You all right?
Looking at it again, we see the firefighter gets quite a scare, not to mention the shower of dirt and water, when the hose explodes and tosses the car into the air. After that, they made sure the water was turned off.
A good idea. Well, at least no one was hurt in the accident. Well, now for the story of the lost baby seal looking for a mother's love. The pup is far from home, and it's been a long time since its last meal. But all that is about to change. Our Sabila Vargas brings you this heartwarming story you won't see anywhere else.
The sea can be a cold and lonely place, especially for a newborn seal pup crying out for her mother.
He thinks his mother's still alive, probably, but he really doesn't know that his mother's dead.
The seal's mom died during childbirth, leaving the pup to fend for herself. A freelance cameraman and a concerned crowd gathers on the pier at West Vancouver's harbor as some children try to comfort the orphan pup. Former Canadian lifeguard Lisa Granger has a plan.
Well, we're going to swim out to it and just see if it will take it. I have a baby bottle, and I put a rip in the nipple so that it would be easier for it to draw through. Hopefully it will want to eat it. We can lure it back into shore so that we can get it to safety.
Using a baby bottle filled with pureed salmon, Lisa and two local children try to coax the seal to shore. But it's not the bottle this lonely little girl is after. She's looking for a mother's love.
It's climbing on me. That's okay. Let him lick you. Here, over here. Hands over here.
After a long day alone in the harbor, the seal is finally safe.
It was kind of scary because you didn't know if he was like gonna fight or whatever, but I don't think he has any teeth.
You know, I think the West Coast as well. Yeah. The constable was... Okay, somebody's going to get me.
But this lifesaver isn't done yet. Lisa carries the pup in her arms into a Vancouver animal clinic. The pup is a little pooped, but she'll be okay, thanks to the tender, loving care of this good Samaritan.
I like that.
The seal pup was moved to a marine mammal rescue center, where it was nursed from a feeding tube, taught how to fish, and tagged for identification before being released back into the wild. John?
That is a great story. Sabila, thank you very much. And we'll be right back.
Coming up, can he survive this crash? And Jerry Seinfeld, in a long-lost interview, explains his theory of comedy.
Just do the funny bit, you know?
Plus,
Charisma, stage presence.
who's that sexy lady? Don't go away. Don't blink. You're watching RealTV.
This is the show where you see life's most amazing moments caught on tape. And it's the kind of stuff no other show has. Stuff like this, where the speedboat literally flips its lid in the water.
Driver reaction time is competent.
You're at a jet boat race in Bakersfield, California. These boats can fly more than 230 miles per hour. At that speed, trouble can be deadly. And this world-exclusive tape shows you what happens to driver Randy Monty in his boat, Altered Ego. As the boat sinks, Randy's floating in the water, and the crowd holds their breath, hoping he'll be all right.
Okay, we have a red light on the race.
Looking at the accident in slow motion, the boat goes airborne, rotates 360 degrees, and throws Randy out. His parachute deploys and slows him down. The boat slams into Randy at 120 miles per hour. All of this in a matter of seconds. But amazingly, Randy survives.
The boat lifted up off the water and just rotated, similar to what an airplane does at the end of the runway. and I saw the deck of the boat up in my face, then I knew I was just going along for the ride. I felt like I was slammed by an 18-wheeler.
Randy has some broken ribs, a broken left shoulder, and a sprained left ankle.
The biggest feeling I had at that time was embarrassment. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Of the 24 years of racing, it was the first time I actually gotten wet.
Randy knows how lucky he was, and he's decided not to test that luck again. He's finished with jet boat racing. Now his love for speed is satisfied on two wheels.
At this point, I've switched my racing over to drag racing Harley-Davidsons, and that fulfills my need for speed.
Well, here's Randy's theory. That day, he was testing a new motor on that boat. He'd been racing for 12 years. He thinks the new motor was too powerful for the boat, causing the crash. Well, now, here's what we're working on for the next RealTV.
Don't miss RealTV tomorrow, or you won't see the brazen robbers who have no shame. It's the street where crime is out of control. Plus, you don't want to miss the man with the strongest hair and the amazing twister at the beach. That's RealTV tomorrow.
I hope you don't get motion sickness, because you're about to get a front row seat to a new ride you may have seen at county fairs recently, but we're too afraid to try it out.
Okay, are you ready to try it? Give me a holler if something's going wrong, okay?
Thanks to a specially mounted video camera, RealTV would like to take you for a spin on the Orbitron. The ride gives people a chance to see what life is like inside a gyroscope. And if this view isn't dizzying enough, let's turn it up a notch for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
A ride on the Orbitron usually costs about $5 at the Sacramento, California Fair. But because this is RealTV, this one's on the house.
Any other shot?
Okay, set yourself now. Well, he's the undisputed new king of comedy. Jerry Seinfeld's hit show ran for 9 years and 180 episodes. But this old clip we found of him is one of the most revealing.
Welcome to the Paul Ryan Show.
The year is 1986, and the comedy legend in the making is Jerry Seinfeld.
First of all, it's true. People always think I'm making that up. I actually did sell fluorescent light bulbs over the phone.
I don't think they're good for you, those light bulbs. I don't think they're not.
Plus, it's hard because there's not a lot of people sitting home in the dark going, I can't hold out much longer. Either we get a call here or I'm moving.
On this day, Jerry is chatting with cable television talk show host Paul Ryan and co-host Melissa Steinberg. The style is relaxed, but the talent is right on.
Weights is you lift the weights, and then you just leave them down there on the ground. No one can see that you lifted it.
Exactly.
They should have shelves that you can lift the weight, you put it up on a shelf.
As opposed to putting it back down.
And have a name tag.
People walk in, they go, I put that up there. They go, wow.
Paul turned RealTV onto his incredible collection of celebrity interviews. He thought it would be great for you to see the superstars before they were famous. He remembers that day in the studio with Jerry.
1986, the nicest guy. Loved him. Joyful, happy, funny. I just thought he was a great guy.
I like comics that just do funny bits. Don't give me the song and dance. I don't need the silver hat. I don't need the blimp. Just do the funny bit, you know?
Well, people always...
need the blimp.
You like that? That's enough. Anyway, what was so interesting about seeing the end of the interview is at the end I said to him, Jerry, what's the pinnacle for you? Where are you going? What's going to happen to you? And little did any of us know on that day in 1986 that he would become the king of television.
You know, this was my ultimate goal in show business, what I'm doing right now.
To be on this show.
Paul Ryan Show.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Paul, for sharing your video memories with RealTV.
Yeah.
I didn't realize...
Well, we also found an old clip of another famous celebrity. See if you can ID her in today's RealTV quiz.
And now...
You're watching the original pilot for Star Search, recorded back in 1983, before Ed McMahon became the show's host.
Long, tall Sally.
This woman is competing in the co-host category, which in later episodes became known as the spokesmodel competition. Her skill as an MC must have caught Hollywood's attention. She's had tremendous success as an actress. Can you name her?
And overall...
We'll be right back with the answer.
Now you can watch RealTV anytime. Go to RealTV1.com to get RealTV on demand.
Here's the answer to our RealTV quiz.
The winner is Sharon Stone.
The judges certainly picked their star this time. That's 25-year-old Sharon Stone, 9 years before reaching superstardom in Basic Instinct.
Thank you, Siren. That was fantastic.
Thanks for playing the RealTV quiz.
Well, so many tapes, so little time, so join us again for the next RealTV, and once again, we'll give you something to talk about.
If you have a scary moment caught on tape, we'd like to see it. Call 1-888-REAL-TV1 to find out how to make money selling your home video.
Charisma, stage presence, and overall star potential.